Hi everybody. I wanted to talk to you about being put on the spot. I had a session with a client last week and he was noticing and getting quite frustrated with how he responds to being put on the spot. He has such a wealth of knowledge in his specialism and years of experience, and yet if somebody asks him a question and he doesn't know the answer to it, it still makes him feel uncomfortable. So we spoke about a few things that he could do in order to feel more comfortable in that situation. And I thought I would share these with you now. The first one is checking your tone of voice. So sometimes we can be quite defensive when we are being put on the spot, and our voice can therefore come across as being defensive, sound defensive. So really check in with, are you sounding defensive? Are you sounding nervous? How confident are you sounding? The second thing is avoiding verbalizing everything that comes into your mind. Sometimes when we are put on the spot, we feel like we need to say something and we need to say something quickly, but it might not be the answer that person's looking for. So just take a few seconds, take a breath and really think about the structure of what you're about to say next, and is it relevant? Thirdly, notice your body language. When we do go into defensive mode, sometimes we might sit back and cross our arms, we might become quite rigid, but really stand in your space, sit up, stand up. And that leads me on to the fourth thing, which is about owning the space. When we own our space and we own the answer that we're going to give, we can feel more confident. So maybe just responding by saying something along the lines of, I don't know the answer to the question, but let me get back to you. It means that we're being honest. We're owning the fact that we don't know the answer and we're comfortable with that, but we're actually doing something about it. We're going to go off and we're going to find that answer and get back to that person. So hopefully you found those 4 things helpful. Just notice next time that when you're being put on the spot, how are you answering and are you owning your space? If you are owning your space, you will feel a lot more comfortable in that conversation.